I am out walking barefoot, and the sidewalk happens to be really warm right now, which is nice. Um, it's actually like, if it were hotter, it might be uncomfortable. If it were colder, it might be uncomfortable. But it's actually like cozy. Um, the texture's a bit rough, but I've done a fair bit of barefoot walking, and honestly, feet are tougher than most people give them credit for. Anyway, what I want to talk about is the way I found myself walking around barefoot, which was simply that I was sitting out on my porch eating lunch, and I looked around and I was like, man, it's nice out. I want to go for a walk. And I was like, maybe it's so nice out I want to go for a walk barefoot. And I happened to be barefoot at that point. And I just went straight from my porch out off the back and started walking. I left my food sitting on the porch table and so on. And there's something that I've noticed about the experience of just having a whim, having an urge, particularly to do something like go for a walk, and just following it with as little extra steps as possible. Now, obviously, this is one of the inconvenient things about living in a place where it is cold, is that if you're hanging out indoors, just in your pajamas or whatever, and you suddenly get the urge to go for a walk, well, first of all, you gotta, at minimum, put shoes on. But you also potentially have to put, thicker pants on, sweater and hat, all sorts of extra steps. However, there is still a difference between having all those extra steps and like also stopping to do other stuff, like even put your phone in your pocket or put your your wallet in your pocket. Like if you're just going to go for a walk, there's a sense in which you can in fact just go, and there's something very liberating about realizing the extent to which you can just go, like you're free to just go walk. It's been very liberating for me to start doing that more. I now walk probably 2 or 3 times a day, sometimes just around the block, sometimes a much longer walk. A lot of my videos, as you may have noticed, have been recorded while I'm out walking. There's just something about that state that feels spacious for, I guess, recording stuff, I might want to say. And so yeah, there's something about that. I'm trying to find the general principle here. It's something like you are in each moment free to do whatever you want. You're not free from the consequences of doing whatever you want, but like you can kind of just do the thing. And there's something really beautiful about, like, if you don't have like actually a good reason not to, which is different from a reason. There's like, if you don't have a strong objection, then I think there's something really empowering about just letting urges enact themselves immediately without delay. If you think of a friend and you think you might want to talk to them, just try calling them. Lots of people, it turns out, don't like this. My sister, for instance, has indicated that she does not want to be called spontaneously, unless there's an emergency. But I have other friends who I know do like this. I like this. And for people who do, having the experience of just like, I'm just going to talk to this person. For me, it creates this sensation of, like, I know why I'm doing the thing because the desire is right there. Whereas if I think I want to talk to somebody and then I send them a message and they send me their Calendly, and then I book a time on their Calendly, and then we have to reschedule because the thing comes up, and then it's a week and a half later and finally it's time for the call, and I'm like, why was I wanting to talk with you again? It's like the me that wanted to talk with them may not be active. And there are ways to get back in touch with reasons why you want to do something that occurred to you to do a while ago. But it's a lot more straightforward when you just do it. And sort of cut out the middleman, cut out the delegation to your future self, not turn it into a thing to be accomplished, but the satisfaction of a whimsical urge in the moment. I gotta show you this weird little sculpture here in this person's driveway. I have no idea what's going on with this guy. It's pretty great. Anyway, so even that would have been a silly thing to have scheduled to do, Oh yeah, I should definitely take a YouTube video of that thing. But in the context of the moment, it's like, that was a thing that I wanted to look at closer myself. And so I just decided to invite you to participate in looking at it with me, if you want it. There's also a caterpillar here. Anyway, those guys are actually pretty fast. Okay, well, I think that's about it. Yeah, let me just think of if there's like one or two more examples of things you might sort of have an urge to do. Oh, I mean, this applies to things like tasks type stuff as well. Like if you think of, GTD will say if it takes less than 2 minutes, just do it right now or something, when you're going through your review. But I think there's something to be said for a mindset that's like, if it occurs to you to do something and you're not like seriously in a flow or trying to get in a flow with the thing you're already doing, just do the new thing right now. Rather than putting it on some sort of list. Somebody asks you to send them a book, don't make a note to send them a link, link to a book or whatever. Don't make a note to send them a link to the book, just send it to them. I mean, again, there'll be times when that would be disruptive, but if it wouldn't be disruptive, it can be worth just doing the thing immediately. Yeah. All right. Let me know in the comments what kinds of experiences you have found yourself spontaneously doing, if any. And I look forward to seeing those.